everyone, it's Rachel. Today I'm going to try out a new piece of guitar gear that I've never tried before, but I've seen used many times and I'm pretty excited about it. It is a different way to play guitar without using a pick, and it is called the EBow. The EBow has actually been around for quite a while. It's been around since the 70s and it's been used on quite a few popular songs, so you've probably heard the EBow even if you haven't heard of it before. I don't actually know that much yet about how to actually use the EBow or how to make different sounds with it, but I do know that it creates an electromagnetic field that vibrates the strings on the guitar, which makes it sound like a stringed instrument. It also allows you to have infinite sustain and do a bunch of other cool things as well, so I'm pretty excited to try it out. This is not a sponsored video, I just have been wanting to try one of these out for a while, so I ordered one myself, and I thought it'd be cool to share the experience with you. So having never used one before and knowing very little about how they actually work, let's try to see what kind of sounds we can get out of this EBow on my guitar. Alright, so this is the EBow. I have it on in the standard mode right now. I only looked at the instruction manual to figure out what the switch does, and there's actually a standard and a harmonic mode that's supposed to bring out more harmonics. We'll see what that does shortly. Let's try it out now for the first time. I kind of know that there's grooves here on the back of the EBow are supposed to kind of rest on the strings, and you play the string in between the two grooves, so it will sit on the adjacent strings and you'll play the one in the middle. But that's about all I know. I'm not really sure how to hold it or use it yet, so let's just see what this does. So this is not playing anything. Okay. That's pretty cool. Infinite sustain. So it seems like you have to get pretty close to the pickup to get the noise to ring out, but I could be doing this completely wrong right now. I have it on the neck, so that's what I'm trying out first. Let's try a different string. So that was on the B string. Let's try the G string. I feel like I'm kind of pressing too hard on the other strings, but I'm not totally sure. It feels like I don't have this completely aligned correctly. This might be a little tricky to actually get used to completely. There's some spots where I'm holding it where it's getting very strong vibrations. It's pretty crazy because I'm just holding this there is causing the string to move so much, but I really like how it sounds so far. Let's try on the lower string. This is not working. So there's nothing to rest the grooves on when you're on the lower string because you're supposed to put on the adjacent strings and there's nothing adjacent this direction, so I'm not totally sure the best way to do that. Maybe just rest it on one of the sides. Try resting it there. Okay. Working. That's pretty cool. So I'm not doing anything. All I'm doing is holding this device on the string and it's playing the notes for me and just rings them out infinitely. I definitely think this has a learning curve. I need to figure out where to place it exactly to get the string to ring out the way I want, but it sounds really cool. I can see this really working well in figuring out songwriting things, just coming up with new ideas, because it has such a different sound than you're used to with guitar, really cool ambient noise, and I could see it being like a space soundscape or something, or just playing the place of a violin or an orchestral instrument. It's a really cool option. So let's see what else we can do. I'm gonna try out the bridge pickup now to see what that does. Okay, so this isn't working out perfectly. Interesting. So for some reason it's ringing out when I'm closer to the neck pickup, even though I am definitely have this set to the bridge pickup. I wonder why that is. Yeah, I'm finding it harder to find the sweet spot with the bridge pickup. It doesn't seem to be ringing out as strong when I'm close to it. I think all this would get a lot better with more practice and maybe with reading the guide, as I will soon do. But first, let's try out the other mode. There's a harmonic mode that's supposed to bring out other sorts of sounds, so let's try that out. That is super cool. And I like that mode a lot. It actually sounds pretty different than the other one. It brings out those high harmonics and it sounds really cool. I could see writing something with this for sure. You can definitely get a lot of cool sound effects out of this, even if you don't know what you're doing with it. This is really cool. So far I've just been using on one string, and I think that's definitely the easiest thing to do because it is set up to do that. But I wonder if we can kind of sweep it over some strings, over a chord maybe, to get a cool sound. So let's see what we can do. I'm not sure how to do this exactly because there are the ridges on the back. You need to line up the center, it seems, with the string to get the sound. So let's try it out. This might be too advanced for me right now, unfortunately. That's pretty cool. Doing bends with it underneath sounds pretty cool to me, and it's definitely a lot of fun so far. So let me just try to take a look at the manual now to see if I can pick up any hints as to how to make this better. So the EBow comes with this massive instruction manual on how to best use it, and it turns out from briefly glancing at it that I've been holding it the wrong way. So I was holding it like this direction. But it turns out, based on the instructions, it should be held this direction. So let's see if that sounds any different just with that piece of advice. Yeah, I think that is ringing out a lot stronger already, and it's a lot easier to position holding it this direction, so maybe I should have glanced at the instruction manual before recording the first half of this video, but that is good to know. There are a lot of tips in the manual though, and I haven't had a chance to look at all of them. I'm definitely not going to for this video, but you can get better at this. Don't take how I'm playing it as the way to play it. I am clearly not doing it the right way. I'm just trying to have fun with it and experiment, but it is really cool so far. So let's try out some more with EBow, holding it the correct direction. So let's try one more time to do some string hopping. In the manual it says you can kind of just glide across the strings, but I wasn't having much luck with that at first, so let's just see what we can do again. Well, it sort of works. It's not exactly elegant yet, but it works. You can hear the chord. I think that I'll need to spend some more time on doing the string hopping, but for now, on one string, I'm really having a lot of fun with it. It's very cool sounding. I think I need to figure out how to end these parts, because I seem to not be able to just like pull off the string without making a noise, so I need to figure out how to end the different things I'm making with the EBow. But so far, it sounds really cool. Well, I couldn't go on for a very long time trying to figure out how to play this best. This is just meant to be a quick demo of my first experience trying to play around with it, and I think it was a lot of fun. It sounded really cool. I love the infinite sustain and the violin-like sound, and I'm super excited to get to playing more with it and getting better at using it. So as you can probably tell, my initial impression of this is positive. It is a little bit on the pricier side, coming in at around $100 new. I'll have a link in the description if you're interested in checking it out for yourself. But it is very unique, and I think it can definitely help with creativity and thinking about the instrument differently, so I think it could be worth checking out, especially if you like how it sounds and you think you might have fun with it. I think this will actually be a little bit tricky to master based on the number of instructions in the included instruction booklet. There is a lot that I should learn. I was even holding it the not standard way for the first half of the video, although the instruction manual does mention the way I was holding it as an optional different grip, so I wasn't completely wrong, just a little bit. But it is a lot of fun and I'm excited to learn some more about it. If you already own an EBow or just have any tips on how to use it better, definitely let me know in the comments. I'd be interested in hearing. Also, I just want to mention quickly, because I got a few comments asking me where you can get the shirt that I was wearing in my last video. It is actually one of my own shirts. I commissioned the design a while back, and if you're interested in getting a shirt for yourself, I'll have a link in the description to that as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had some fun watching me try to get some noises out of this new device, and I will see you in the next video.